Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Josh. It's football time. Forgive me. This show will be very brief. It won't be as long as our normal shows for all you new followers and people that have liked us so far. We typically do shows on Fridays before the game, and then we will do a post-game show as well. So this show today will typically just be my prediction this year as far as our win-loss record. Talking about a little bit about the QB battle and some other things. We'll touch on some other things. So 1 week officially, 1 week, and it is football time in Tennessee. I'm excited. I don't know if you guys are excited, but I'm pretty damn excited. So what I'm going to do while I talk today, I'm going to actually put up just the orange and white game for you guys, so you guys can look at something while I talk. And don't be afraid to comment in the comments because I will try to answer them as best I can. But I'm kind of mobile, so it'll be on my phone. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this right now. So as you can see in the background, it's just the orange and white game. I made this little cheesy brick wall and grass just for this show. So it's going to be different. So for those, we've gained a lot of likes and a lot of followers in the past several weeks, which is it's awesome. So football's here. It's time to talk football. And I know I've got a lot of people itching to try to take me down as far as who my starting quarterback's going to be and their starting quarterback and all that good stuff. So I'm going to talk about quarterbacks, give you guys some fun facts about Keller. So if you guys don't mind, give us a quick like, share this bad boy around. And while you guys do that, I'm going to do the same thing because unfortunately, I'm the producer, I'm the editor, I'm all the things. Kyle's already making comments. Appreciate that, Kyle. Don't worry, we're going to get into that, and I'm going to get into my win-loss prediction as well. I'll pull up a whole new screen where you guys can see. I'll break down who we're going to win and all that good stuff. So let me take a quick look as I share this around, guys. And, of course, this just wants to be a pain in the ass. Oh, sorry, guys. But first off, man, for those who are new and those who tune in to watch this briefly, I'm Josh with League of Their Own. We've been doing this for about 4 years, something like that. I don't know. Go check back on our very first post. But and those who are listening on YouTube, this is just the audio version. Unfortunately, you guys aren't going to see my face or whatever's playing on the screen. So if you guys want to go check back the audio and listen to the audio while you're on the go instead of watching it on Facebook, you go to our YouTube channel and check out the audio. So, guys, I'm gonna take a brief second, take a quick water break because I'm already thirsty. And I'm going to share this around real quick. And if you guys don't mind, do the same thing. And then I will get into my quarterbacks. Because my quarterbacks, a lot of people didn't like what I posted, what was it, a week or so ago or a few days ago, about who I think the starting quarterback is. And if you follow the page, you know exactly who I think is going to start. And if you don't follow the page or you're just now following the page, we appreciate it. If you want to have some fun, just talk. I'm here. Justin's usually here, but he's gone. He's been rogue the past year and a half, but I don't blame him. So we got a lot to talk about. But today, like I said, I'm just going to talk about my predictions, quarterbacks, and as you can see on the screen, offense or defensive line. And I'll throw some other things out there for you. But next Friday will be our the first show of the year. This is our pre show. Because like I said, we do shows on Fridays, and then we do post-game shows on Saturdays. So next Friday, we'll be talking about all the Virginia or West Virginia stuff and whatever they're good at. And, yeah. So I'm just sharing this around to a few more people, guys, and then I will jump right into my quarterback situation. So as I do that, don't forget to like and share, and comment down below who you think is going to start at quarterback. I really love to know because I've been bashed because of who I said was going to start. And if my green screen falls, I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry, but hey, it happens. So comment below who you think the starting quarterback is going to be, and give me an explanation why, if you don't mind, because I was ate up when I said my starting quarterback. They ate me up. They just straight up ate me up, but that's okay. All right, we got several people in here. So I'm going to try to read the comments while I do this, guys, like I said. Oh, I wish I was going to Charlotte. No, unfortunately, I'm not. All right. So, quarterback situation. Let me get this out of my face because I need to focus. I'm trying to. What's up, Jay? How's it going, buddy? I'm trying to multitask. Like I said, I'm the producer. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. All right. So, JG or Keller Christ? I mean, nobody wants to comment. Okay. So Jay says Keller Christ. I say JG. I like JG. You got to remember, guys. Started as a freshman in the SEC. He went 0-8. If they count some of it, because he was injured one of those games. I don't know if that was an SEC game or not. But he was a freshman in the SEC. We can't get any worse than 0-8. First off, that's the good news. First time joining the show. Appreciate that. Is that you, Kyle? Appreciate that. So JG went 0-8, right? And everybody's like, oh, Keller Chris had a better record the year before, yada, yada, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to break it down. I got tore up when I said JG was going to be the starter. And I still stick to it. JG's going to be your starter. So they ate me up on Facebook. I mean, they ate me up. So I had one guy say, well, Keller Chris was 11-2 or whatever his record was, and JG was 4-8 or whatever. So I said, okay, I'll do a rebuttal to that. So let me shout out these fun facts for you, these fun stats. Yeah, JG is definitely sneaky good. You're exactly right, Blake. They did, and he's a freshman. You got to understand, he's a freshman. All right, so listen to these stats real quick. All right, just listen to them, and okay. JG's freshman year, which was last year, played a total of 9 games. So I don't know. I can't remember which games he was out because I know he had the ankle injury. So listen, 86 of 139. 997 yards, 61.9%, almost 62%, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 26 sacks. That's the downfall, obviously, and the percentage-wise in touchdown interception ratio. He didn't have a lot of touchdowns or interceptions, but 26 sacks, that was a killer. But listen to Keller. Listen to this. We're going to start in 2017, okay? He played 7 games. 7 games. 78 for 144, 54%. He's a fifth year senior. Is that correct? It was a senior year at Stanford, correct? So 2017, he played 7 games, 54%, 962 yards, 8 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. That was 2017. Okay. All right, fine. Let's look at his junior year. Played 12 games, 2016. 77 for 136, 56.6%, 56.6%, 905 yards, 10 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So he had a better year, his 2016 year, I believe. So just because Keller has a better record, you're going to tell me that he's going to start in the SEC. To me, I take that as a no. And I'm looking at JG's freshman year, and you can bash me all you want. Oh, it's just his stats from 1 year. Whatever. Listen, I don't care. JG's starting. Yes, John. Yep, John knows it. And KC wins the job at Utah. Oh, I don't. You might be right on that, John. They might do a little bit of a switch out as far as when we get to those easy games, the second or third game. They might do a switch out. You might be right on that. JG starts, the spread didn't fit his style. That's correct. I mean, but still, JG has that ability to run. And Joe, you saying nope to JG's not the starter. Can we get an explanation why? If you don't agree, that's fine. This is just opinions. I'm cool with it. So you tell me why Keller Chris should start. Because he's had more experience or because he hasn't, what is it? Yeah, that's a terrible stat. I mean, for him to be so experienced, right? You think he would blow them stats, but look at JG's freshman year. He's better than Keller Christ in his senior and junior year. And JG played in the SEC. Need I remind you? Blake, I agree. And I'm gonna touch on the offensive line, Blake. I think that let's not get started on the offensive line. Let me finish this real quick. The quarterbacks. And then we'll go from there. So everybody that's watching agrees that JG is going to be the starting quarterback, except for a few. Joe, I said the same thing. JG starts, SEC experience, and good coach. I said the same thing. You can't tell me because he played at Stanford, he's going to be better than our quarterback that obviously was a freshman that didn't play too hot in the SEC. Come on now. Come on. JG is going to be your starting quarterback. And, man, it's going to be – this year is exciting. You know, and I know we say this every year. Oh, this is going to be a good year. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be a good year. But, listen, the culture is changing. The players are it's getting ridiculous. Yeah. And don't sleep on JT Shrout either. Don't sleep on JT. If you guys haven't checked that out, we interviewed JT several months ago, so go check that out in our archives. We got JT on there. But yeah, I think JG's your starter, man. Everybody give a shout out to Emmett Gooden. Emmett Gooden on here. Current volunteer. We had him on the show several months ago as well. Share some love for that fella. He's going to be a beast on the defensive line. I'm telling you, that defense, that's another thing I'm touching on, that defense. Whew. That defense, man, I'm telling you. And Coach Pruitt's calling defense. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. All right. I know everybody's excited. I'm excited. We got one more week. One more week. All right, you guys want to hear my predictions as far as win-loss, and then I'll talk about some offensive line or defensive line, and I'll throw some other things out. This show's not going to be very, very long. Next week's show is going to be where it's at, talking about West Virginia. Hopefully Justin will be up on here, so and then it'll be a lot more interesting rather than hear me talk. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch this over. You guys let me know if you can still hear me, but I've already got my record on the screen. What's up, Alan? How you doing? I'm going to go ahead and put this other picture on the screen. It already has my record, and then I'll break down every game for you, and we'll go from there. So don't shun me for this. You know, shun me now, shun me later. At least I'm not a Gator. Hey, I'll take that. All right, let's go. Here we go. Boom. There it is, folks. That's what I think. That's my personal opinion because I want to keep it realistic. I'm not the type to say we're going to go 12-0. 11-1 or 10-2. How many times have we said we're going to go 12-0, 11-1 or 10-2? We say that every year when we get a new coach or every year in general. Am I right? We've got to stop setting the bar so high. We got to understand we've rebuilt this team, rebuilt the coaching staff and all that good stuff. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Yeah, all right, you guys can hear me. I'm good. All right, so yes, Chris, you're right. That's where it's where it all begins. All right, so we are on my prediction page real quick. As you see, 8-4 or 7-5. I think that is a realistic goal for Tennessee. I don't want to say we're going to completely run through the SEC or run through everybody else. We got to prove ourselves. What have we proved? That we can go 0-8 in the SEC, right? We have not proved anything yet. And it's a new year. It's a new day. So we'll go through each game and I will show you if I can do this real quick. All right. So as you know, next week, West Virginia. Whew. If he gets us to 8 wins, should be coach of the year. Hey, if he gets 8 wins or 7 wins, I'm still excited, Danny. I'm excited. 8-4 or 9-3, counting the bowl game. All right, Blake, I can appreciate that. All right, you ready? Here we go. So my first game, everybody's West Virginia. Don't sleep on West Virginia because Will is in the Heisman candidate for a reason. He's in the Heisman watch for a reason. The dude's good. I don't care what you say. We played him before, whatever. The dude's good. So, but I still, I'm going to take Tennessee on this one to get the W. I think we're coming out hot. We're ready. We're fired up. And they've got all of All Nation behind them. And they're just like, all right, let's get this first win, this first notch under our belt, and we'll be good. Right? 9-3 with losses to Alabama, Auburn, and Georgia. Okay. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I mean, you guys aren't shooting for the stars, so that's still good. All right, good, Joe. Good. All right, so let's go to our next game. ETSU. This is where the mix-up. This is where the ETSU UTEP game. Following that, this is where we will see. If you guys saw the comments earlier, John had stated you'll see a mix-up at quarterback, and I think he's right. I think you will see the ETSU game or the UTEP game is okay. JG is going to get the start at West Virginia. UTEP, ETSU. Coach Pruitt's he's gonna experiment a little bit. He's gonna put in Will, or he's gonna put in Keller. I don't know if we want Will in there. No offense, Will, you're a good quarterback, but we're gonna put in Will, Keller, and then we'll put in JG. He might even put in Will. We don't know, but those, not saying cakewalk games, but those easier games, you'll probably see that. So, with that being said, obviously I'm gonna get the W there. I'm trying to keep up with the comments, guys. Hold up. My bad. Yeah, there is plenty of talent. We haven't lost a season opener since 2009. You could take that stat and run with it, but that doesn't mean anything, to be honest with you. That does not mean anything. But, that's a good stat. I mean, hey, we ain't lost since 2009, so that's pretty good. So this next game against UTEP, clearly I have got that with a W. And this is where it gets interesting. This is where it gets fun because we know last year's Hail Mary was a damn fluke. I know it and you know it and everybody in Vol Nation knows it. They just got lucky and the ball landed where it needed to land. But Florida is in the same situation we are. New head coach, kind of rebuilding. Their defense is legit, though. Their offense, not so much. But, come on now. I've got to take Tennessee on that one. Got to take Tennessee. All right, guys. So before I get into this brutal SEC stretch, give me a quick like, share this bad boy around, and let's get all these Vol people in here. Come on. I need more people to talk to. We need a bunch in here. And if we get a lot in here, what I'll do is I will have you guys call our Facebook, and then I'll put you on if you want to get on. If you guys up to that, I'm cool with it. I'm good under pressure, so you can ask me anything. People are too hyped on Auburn and South Carolina. We are definitely sleepers in those games. Oh, let me get to those games. All right, so we got Georgia. And, guys, this is where the downhill portion, to me, is where it begins. This is where it begins. We're going to take that loss against Georgia. Georgia is just, come on, it's Georgia right now. They're on fire. They're just killing it. Stole some of our recruits, you know what I'm saying? But Georgia is going to lay the hammer down on us. I hope it's not the whole hammer, but I hope we put up a little bit of a fight. But I'm taking Georgia to win that one. Yeah, I agree. The Florida game with the 98 team present, yeah. I think that's going to get them even more hyped. So now Auburn, everybody's talking about Auburn. They're so good. They're going to be good, and I agree. I think Auburn will put us to bed on that one. That's going to be a tough one. This schedule, look at that brutal stretch. Georgia, Auburn, Alabama, South Carolina. And you might ask, well, why South Carolina? Because South Carolina has beaten us. We have not, South Carolina is South Carolina. They're either going to choke or they're just going to beat us. And they've beaten us. So we have to prove ourselves to South Carolina again. Just like we have to prove ourselves to Kentucky. Just like we have to prove ourselves to Vanderbilt. We just got to do it. We just have to. And I think we're going to take an L against Auburn. And, man, I hate putting an L against Alabama. But, I'm tired of everybody and saying we're going to beat Alabama every year. And then we end up at the bar drinking Fireball or whatever you drink. And we're unhappy with it. So let's think realistically with it. Come on. Let's think realistically with it. I'll be happy if we beat Florida, Kentucky, and Vanderbilt in the SEC. 7-5 is a good season for us. I agree, Robert. 7-5 is a good season. I'm not bashing 7-5. I'm not bashing 8-4. But anything less than 6 games, man, that's going to be tough. But please, as Tennessee fans, we cannot call for this man's head if he loses a close game or something happens. We just can't. We can't do it. We got to be loyal for now, right? I guess. You got us upsetting Auburn. Okay, all right. All right, so we're going to South Carolina game. This, to me, is where I get the 7-5, 8-4 from. On this, I actually have it as a win. Or, no, do I? Ooh, I have it as a loss. Oh, that's a shocker. I'm sure you guys are shocked. But that's where my 7-5, 8-4 comes into play. No, is that the game? No, it's not the game. I think we're going to outright lose to South Carolina. Let me get to my toss-up game. My bad. Whew. But yeah, I've got us losing to South Carolina. So I've got us winning 4, losing 4. Winning 4, losing 4. Coming in hot and then hitting rock bottom. And to be honest, hitting rock bottom is not going to be a bad thing for us. We're going to really see what kind of team we have if we hit rock bottom. And we'll see what kind of fight they have. So, Charlotte, I mean, need I say any more? That's a W. And then we will go to Kentucky. Let's see. What do I have, Kentucky? Kentucky. Oh, yeah. Kentucky, I've got that a win. Now, I have it a win on here for Missouri. But this is the game that I think could be our toss-up game. Because you got that phenomenal quarterback down there, too. And Derek Dooley. But I'm still taking Tennessee to win. But I felt like that could be one of those toss-ups. Like, ooh, that could be one of those where we get a pass interference and they score in the last play, or we miss a field goal type game. No, I'm not giving Georgia too much hype. They're just good. They were in the national championship last year. Come on now. You're exactly right, Joe. Exactly right. For those who don't see, Missouri game will determine where we go bowling. He might be right. All right. Well, he is right, actually, because I think that too. So, and then Vanderbilt, I think, clearly you got to see my record, so I've got to just, that's what it's looking like. To me, in all honesty, and I know I've seen it from everybody's point of view as fans, as practice, open practice, this and that, orange and white game. But, man, I just don't think Pruitt's going to come in here and lay an egg on his first year. And that, to me, right here on the screen, is not laying an egg. That is not laying an egg. That is, to me, that would be a success. Man, I hate that he thinks that I'm giving Georgia too much hype. Why am I giving Georgia too much hype? They're good, aren't they? Even though they just lost their, running back to a torn ACL. Whatever it is, ACL, Achilles, whichever one he did. But there it is, guys. That 8-4 is where it looks like on the screen. But I said 7-5 because one of those games, and I think it's a Missouri game, is going to be that little toss-up game. That toss-up game. So guys, I was trying to scroll through the comments. Comment real quick. What do you think the record's going to be? So I got us going what? Let me see. In the SEC, 1, 2, 3. So I got us going 4-4 in the SEC. So 7-5 from Scott. Coach of the year at 8-4. Are you saying that, or are you actually repeating what somebody said there, Joe? Because I think somebody said that earlier, did they not? Disagree with the South Carolina game. Okay, I can accept that. But we haven't, you know who they got over there. He likes beating us at South Carolina. What else? Anybody got us losing to South Carolina? Anybody watching right now got us losing to South Carolina? Oh, you're asking? Ooh. I don't know, Joe. I don't. I mean, is it worthy of being coach of the year? I mean, sure as hell ain't going to be Urban Meyer, right? I mean, or should it? Vanderbilt lost their leading rusher Webb. We can beat them because they will be one-dimensional. Okay. Okay. I think we can go anywhere between 5-7 to 9-3. Toss up. So everybody's shooting up there. Everybody's thinking Alabama's good. Well, obviously Alabama's good, but Georgia's good. Correct. 9-3, 7-5. All right, we got some good records in there. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll be completely honest with you. That's okay. That's okay with me. Now we get back over here. Oh, did it start my video over again? This South Carolina's a toss-up. That's what I originally thought, but I just think that I don't know. Tennessee's gonna lose that one, but that's just me. Can you guys hear that actual gameplay as well? Oh yeah, I think you can. No, you can't. If you can, if it's loud, let me know. I'll turn it down. That was with Butch Jones. I agree. Oh, okay. I agree. All right. So here we go. What else am I going to talk about? I got all my notes right here, man. I got all my notes. So keep commenting. Keep sharing. I like this. This is the first show back. And, man, it's going to get better and better. Oh, by the way, before I read any more comments, for those who are new that have just liked this and have just joined on, go check back in our archives. We've had several former Vols on, Lady Vols, and we'll have Jeff Hall back on again. Jeff Hall, for those who don't know, all-time leading scorer at Tennessee, right? Kicker for the 1998 championship team. He's been on our show every year, so he's going to be back on again. So I think we're getting him on. What is today? The 27th, I think we'll have him on. Oh, man, y'all are commenting. I'm not trying to be rude. So Jeff Hall, the 27th, we'll probably have him back on. He's going to talk about Tennessee and all that good stuff. But for those who are new to the show, go check it out. We've interviewed Kevin Burnett, who played for the Dallas Cowboys, my Dallas Cowboys. We don't look too hot. The Dallas, Kevin Burnett. We've had Emmett Gooden on. He was just in here a minute ago. We've had JT Shrout. We've had Jackson Lampley, the offensive line 2018 recruit. Who else did we have? We had Alexis Hornbuckle on recently. Man, she's fun. We've actually got here's not to switch from football to basketball, but Kate McMahon. We're in the process of working that out. She'll be on the show hopefully soon. And then Jarnell Stokes. Hey, Jarnell Stokes. For those of you who don't know, he just got signed by the Miami Heat. I reached out to him the other day. The dude's crazy busy. It took me like 3 months to get a hold of him, but because he was in Japan. But he's going to hopefully give us an interview, and we'll have him on too. So we'll add that to the list. Appreciate that, Jay. Appreciate that. I'm going to go back and read real quick. No more losing to Vandy, South Carolina, Kentucky. This ain't Butch Jones. Okay. Talent is where we need. Yep. We've got talent, but we just need the right coach. Kentucky is a trap game. Could be. We'll be more physical than South Carolina, but Missouri's offense is dangerous. Yeah, that passing game is sick. Beat South Carolina, lose to Missouri. I would be happy with 7-5, 9-3. Gerald Riggs. I actually don't have contact information for Gerald Riggs. I think there's another show that, the All Vol Call-On show, which I know John, he does this thing over there. I think they had him on, if I'm not mistaken. Slaying it? What? I don't understand what I'm slaying. All right, guys. Keep commenting. All right, we're going to talk about what else do I got here? But for those who didn't hear my quarterback conversation, go back and listen to those stats. Come on now. Keller Christ. Come on. No disrespect to Keller, but, man, this is the SEC, bro. I got some notes here. I was actually listening to Jimmy Hines and them today. No word on J.J. Peterson. Anybody have any word? He said he has not reported yet, but he's expected to be here. So, obviously, you will know just when I know when he gets here. So I'm going to talk about – oh, okay, John. I appreciate that, bro. Bright spots for Tennessee this year. And sorry, guys, if I'm all over the place, the first show back and my co-host isn't here. No, he ain't here. And it's just me. So, let's go. Bright spots for Tennessee this year. I got that offensive line or defensive line. That's a tough one. I think that's a tough one. I know people say our offensive line is going to be bad, but who do we got on that line? Appreciate that, John. And then you look at our defensive line. I think the defensive line is going to be nasty. And green screen falling? My bad. JJ will be there next week. He better be there next week. He better be. Anyway, so let me get off. I'm getting off track. I'm trying to read those comments. So that offensive line versus that defensive line. I mean, that defensive line is going to be absolutely just nasty. I'm sure you know the stats from last year of our defense. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to read this and I'm going to go to your comments. I don't want to make y'all think I'm ignoring you. So last year, our defense was ranked 85th out of 129. We gave up a crap load of yards. I don't want to cuss. We gave up a crap load of yards. They averaged 5.9 yards a play on us, and then 412 yards a game. Whew. You remember when people could run through that line, nobody would touch him. So our defense was terrible. Our offense wasn't that much better. Our offense needs to perform, man. Last year we were ranked 124 out of 129. You can't get any worse than that unless you're at 129. That's plain and simple. Plain and simple. I don't know what you just, Thomas, that link there. I'll have to check it when I get done, man. All right. Here we go. So the D-line, they're going to be nasty. They got to be nasty. The offense has to be nasty because clearly those stats are terrible. On offense, we only had 4.5 yards per play, 291 yards a game. I know yardage isn't a big thing, but when you're ranked 124 out of 129, it sure is. On third down, we were ranked 119. And there, I thought our offense was bad. I didn't realize how bad our defense was bad. I didn't realize how bad our offense was until I looked at this. Oh, I appreciate that, Thomas. I'll look at that when I get done. All right, John, you have a good one, man. It's been said JT Sprout has the strongest arm. Hey, that dude can sling the ball. Have you seen his tape? Whoo. Like I said, if you guys have just joined or have never watched our show before, we've had JT on a phone interview, and the dude seems very humble, but I've watched this kid's tape, and I'm sure you guys have too, but this dude can sling it. And I know in open practice, he was the talk of practice. So don't sleep on JT. I hope you're referring to, you were referring to JT. Yeah, JT. Hey, Robert, you watch out for JT. I mean, I'm just saying. JJ Peterson, yeah, I mean, if he gets here, I don't know what's holding him back. I don't know what the issue is. And if you guys know, sure, shoot it down there. Let us know. Linebackers and D-line will be nasty for sure. Yes, they will. They will be nasty. I think the defense. Listen to this duo out there in the defense. Todd Kelly and Nigel Warrior. Oh my gosh. I'm really excited for this year. When we went on that skid last year, I kind of just didn't really pay attention to Vol football that much. I mean, I kept my nose in a little bit, but it wasn't like, man, you get them first game jitters, and then it's like it's on from there. Yeah, JT is a gunslinger. Yes, Joe, I would say they should and would redshirt JT. I would. Why wouldn't you? If he's doing that amazing in practice, I would for sure. Because you've got JG, you've got Keller, and you've got Will. Don't forget Will. Don't sleep on Will either. But man, we've got some quarterbacks that can at least manage and play the game. I don't want to say that are elite, but that damn green screen falling off. So yes, I would. They should redshirt. They would be smart for them to redshirt JT. Your thoughts on whether they redshirted J.J. Peterson or not? No, I don't think they did. I just think I don't know. I don't want to. I don't have sources. You know what I mean? So I'm not that type of person that says I got a source that said this. I don't know. You guys can see it as well as I can when you read everything. But from my understanding, something issue with school, and he's just finishing up, and he should be here. Somebody posted he should be here by game day. But then again, he's not practiced. He hasn't practiced, so I don't know. Is it? I think we squeeze in a win either Georgia. Ooh, that's a bold statement there, Curtis. Please explain. You just think it's just we're gonna squeeze one out, which you can't. I wouldn't put it past them. It's Tennessee for you. So let me touch on a few more things, and I'll get you guys wrapped up for your night. It's Friday, and I appreciate y'all coming out and listening. I really do. And for those who want to listen, damn, I got tongue twisted right there. For those who want to listen after the fact, you can watch this again or go to our YouTube channel, and we'll just play the audio. We won't have any video, just be audio, so you ain't got to see my face and all this. Ooh, that was a pretty girl right there, though, on the screen. So anyway. All right, so and I want to touch on one more. What is the stat? We were ranked 66 on kick returns, but that was obviously because of Barry. So, and I'm sure you guys heard the news. Pruitt is going to be calling that defense. How do you guys feel about that? I know you're not upset about it. I know you're not upset because I'm not upset about it. This obviously that's what he does. This is bread and butter. I'm very happy that he's calling defense, but you think that's gonna affect the offense, or how do you think that's gonna play out? I think that's all I got, but I'm gonna talk to y'all for a minute. I think once Pruitt gets his system in place, the O-line will be a dominant force. Yes, I can agree. Glad that Trey is healthy, and I'm glad, man, that dude's a monster. So, let's see, what else do I got for you? I think that's all I got for you guys, but I'm going to let y'all talk a minute. We'll talk a minute. Any questions, shout them out to me. 247, all right, we got some intel right here. Appreciate that, Joe. Come back next Friday. We're going to change this layout because I don't really like the whole kneeling thing. I don't like that. I like to change it every time, keep it fresh, so it'll look different. The camera will look way different because this is a laptop camera and it's a piece of junk. But appreciate that, Joe. Come back anytime. 247 Sports said JJ is done with his classes. They're just waiting on the NCAA. Now should be. Well, yeah, so he should be here hopefully before the game. But does he play? He's not going to play. Shouldn't play because obviously he hasn't practiced. And I know it's not his fault. Whatever the holdup is, hopefully it's not his fault. But I think our D will be in the top 25 in the country. We got some bold statements today. But I like it. There's no cockiness to it. I definitely like that. Because we got them Vol fans. I ain't trying to bash them, but man, we going 12-0 this year. Bro, we got to stop saying that. We got to stop saying that. And that's why all the other fans, the Alabama fans, the Georgia fans, they look at us and they say, y'all said that last year and the year before and the year before. So, hey, it could be a possibility. That defense, I'm hoping, is the bright spot this year for Tennessee. That will happen within the half of the season. Therefore, Georgia and Auburn. Okay. Thoughts on London? Oh. Yeah, I agree. He could be an impact, but he should. Obviously, Pruitt is keeping a tight wrap on his starters. He's not mentioned a word who's starting. If you heard his interviews, he said, y'all asking me who the starting quarterback is. We have other positions on the field. Every position is open for battle. So we probably won't know until the day before game day or whatever. I'm not sure. He's not required to release his depth chart, I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong. And there has been some number change. Oh, man, did you see Butch Jones on the screen there? And there's Sharon. Oh, man, why do I got to play this, man? This is the orange and white game. So there have been some number changes, by the way. Ty Chandler changed. They changed his number, and several other players. I don't have that in front of me, so if you guys have it, post it or whatever. But I know their numbers are changed. I heard that this afternoon. For sure. That's what my source said. I'm just playing. I ain't got no sources. But guys, look at his recruitment already. We have some beef coming in next year. Yeah, I agree. This is gonna be a fun year, man. This is really going to test our fan base for sure. Because everybody wants to be 12-0, 11-1, or 10-2. But if we think about it, it's just for us. If we were to do that, then I would probably say Coach of the Year, Team of the Year, College of the Year. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. But guys, listen, I appreciate a lot of people come in today, and this isn't even the real show. But come back next Friday, same time. We'll do it about. I think we'll do it 7:30. I will post up before I go live anyway. It'll be different. We'll have West Virginia on here, the whole breakdown of West Virginia, all that good stuff, and also check out our old interviews, guys. I'm telling you, these guys are ready to go. Yeah, I'm gonna back the Vols regardless, but I'm just saying, 12-0, 11-1, 10-2 is a little bit of a stretch. And I'm that guy that lets you see not just one side of the spectrum, but both sides. So I can agree that Tennessee is going to go obviously up from here. We can't get any worse than what we did last year. So, but we'll find out. We will find out 1 week. 1 week from, what is today? Today's Friday. Whew. I'm excited. I'm very excited. First, I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors of the show. We have 2 sponsors, and if you guys ever want to sponsor our show, Bowers Outdoor Solutions. They are a pool company that is in Maryville. I don't know if you guys are from Maryville, but they sell pools, they install the good stuff, whatever, liners, all that good stuff. And Blount County Boat Detail and Repair. They are about to open in the same location as Bowers Outdoor Solutions. Boat repair, detail, carpet exchange, all that stuff. And then also Kippy CCTV. If you guys need any cameras for your company, your house, anything, hit them up on Facebook. All these guys can be found on Facebook. And I don't have their logos on here, so I am definitely not getting sponsored for today. So, and our sponsors are the ones that actually give us the tickets to games, the gift cards, all that stuff. So all that is funded by them. They give us everything to give to you guys to spread their name. So, hey, we appreciate it from all 3 of those sponsors. I said 2 at first, but it's 3. But if you guys ever want to join our sponsor team, hit us up, let us know. And let me hold on. Let me get you one more question in here. I say we squeeze 8 wins out of somewhere along the line. I'm glad we're going back to old school football. Yeah, I'm glad we're going back to old school. Smash mouth. All right, guys. But I appreciate everybody coming on. Seriously, it's a Friday night, and you guys have decided to come on and watch and talk about football. It's football time, baby. It's one more week, and I wish it was tomorrow because I'd be calling into work. But no, I appreciate y'all coming on. Come back next Friday for sure. It's going to be a fun show. I will make you laugh. I hopefully won't make you cry, but it's going down. Go Big Orange, and we will see y'all next Friday. I am Josh for the League of Their Own. Don't forget to tell your mother, your sister, your grandma, your cousin, and your uncle to come watch this show next Friday because it's going to be fun. We're going to break it down. Football time in Tennessee. See y'all.